Living in Nashville, Tennessee, what is it that is drawing so many people to us, both young adults starting their careers and retirees? We're going to talk about that right now. Come on in. Welcome back. This is Susan Thetford. What is it about living in Nashville, Tennessee? What is it that everybody wants to be here for? I'm going to talk about that right now in no particular order of the 8 things that I find people keep telling me, because I'm a native. I've been here my life. I know how great it is. I'm going to talk about the 8 things that newcomers tell me that they love about Nashville. If you're new to my channel, I am Susan Thetford. I'm a lifelong Nashvillian, career realtor of 36 years with Parks Properties. I know a thing or two about Nashville, but we're going to talk about what the newcomers are saying about Nashville. Why is it that people are flocking here in droves, both young entrepreneurs, young people starting their careers, and retirees? And if you're new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe and ring that bell. Here on this channel, I talk about all things Nashville and Nashville real estate. I do a new video every single week, and I'd hate for you to miss a thing. So I said this was going to not be in any particular order, but I'm going to give you my number 1, and I know that it's become the number 1 reason people just didn't know it. We are friendly. Nashville is a very friendly southern city, and we basically know if someone is not from here. Look, if you're not comfortable with saying good morning to someone as you walk by them on the street, or speaking to someone as you stand in line, we might make you a little bit uncomfortable. Here's how we know if someone is not a native Nashvillian or haven't been here for long. Remember the cowboy movies where it says you ain't from these parts? You're not from these parts if you wear cowboy boots regularly, if you wear a cowboy hat, and if you look down and you don't speak to people and you're just plain not friendly. So, number 1, get accustomed to being comfortable with friendly people. Number 2 has to be the reason that so many employers are coming to Nashville. We are the center of so many headquarters of international companies, which of course is bringing a lot of people who are employed with those companies. So one of the main reasons that some of these companies are coming here is we don't have a state income tax. Not only do we not have a state income tax, we also have no estate taxes and rolling back dividend income. So that's wonderful for retirees. Now, obviously, we're not named the Music City for nothing. So a lot of people come for the music, both to become or be entertainers, to further their career, or just because you love live music. Now, I want you to know it's not just country. Anything you want, you can find someone who is amazing doing some live music of whatever that genre is every single day of the week throughout this whole Nashville area. Whether it's pop, bluegrass, country, jazz, classical, you can find that live music, and a lot of the time it's totally free. So if you're a music lover or you want to further your career, you can find internationally acclaimed musicians here playing around the clock. One of my very favorite things about Nashville is that we have 4 seasons. We truly have summer, winter, spring, fall. I would so miss that if I were to move to a place that just didn't have it. I couldn't do it. And I'm not far from that retirement age, so I would think I've got options. Couldn't move away from a place that didn't have 4 seasons. And just when you're sick and tired of our summer, fall suddenly pops up. When you hate winter, late February, you begin to see those buttercups and crocuses peek through the soil. So our 4 seasons are beautiful. We're happy to see them come. We're happy to see them go. And that's a wonderful way to live your year. So what goes along beautifully with those 4 seasons? Outdoor recreation. If you're a hiker, whether it's slow, easy strolling or pretty steep, aggressive hiking, you can find that in all of our parks, and they're throughout the city. Both gentle parks at Centennial Park, gentle walking, lots of music there, so many things that happen on the weekends, or if you want to get away and see nobody, just the deer and a possible coyote or two. You can find that too over in Edward Warner Parks. Over at Radnor Lake, the hiking can't be beat. Are you a mountain biker? We've got it. Do you like horse trails? We got those too. Do you enjoy a beach? And I know you think we don't have one, we actually do. Over at Percy Priest Lake, there's a really fun beach. No, it's not the beach with the ocean, but it's a fun getaway spot, and the ocean's only 7 hours away anyway. You can handle that. So maybe pro sports is your jam. We've got those too. We have our Tennessee Titans, although this has been kind of a stinky year. We've got our Nashville Ice Hockey Predators. You don't think of Nashville for that, but boy, you should. We've got a pro soccer team now. We've got a AAA baseball team with the Sounds. We have pro sports here, and if you don't think we Nashvillians are pro sport fanatics, you got to think again. And if you come here, it won't take you long to abandon where you came from and become a huge fan of our pro sports teams. You haven't lived until you've heard the loudest ice hockey in the country with our Nashville Predators. Get out your fang fingers. Absolutely no living in Nashville list would be complete without highlighting our amazing healthcare opportunities, both for work, for employment, but also state-of-the-art healthcare. And if you know me, you know I've had a thing or two that they've taken care of. We are known throughout the country for our amazing healthcare, and we're the seat of some headquarters for major healthcare companies. And if driving by automobile on I-24, I-65, and I-40, which, by the way, can get you all over the country, and that's the center of Midtown Nashville. If that car is not the way you want to go, you can drive over to Memphis and catch an Amtrak, or you can now fly out of our bigger, more complete international airport right here in Nashville. It's just gotten finished. There is nowhere in the world you can't get to strictly by catching an Uber and going to our airport. Nashville is a mecca for young people who want to come here for all the things that I've mentioned. What I'm finding also is that as parents are retiring, they want to be near their children and their grandchildren, and their children and grandchildren are not leaving Nashville. So we have become a mecca also for retirees. And because of that, we have a Tennessee Commission on Aging. We've had it for quite some time. That goes county by county with different services that are available, between taking meals to in-home shut-ins, to ride shares, to healthcare. We go county by county and are taking good care of our aging Nashvillians. Between the healthcare, the recreation that can get you out and moving, keeping bodies healthy, and taking care of people through our Council of Aging, we take good care of our aging citizens. And there's no place better than being close to your family, being close to those children and grandchildren. That's one big reason that we are becoming a great state and known for being a great state for retirees. One thing I just heard from a California couple who recently moved here to Nashville is some smaller things that they were really surprised about. Between our cost of living being less expensive because of the tax situation, maybe they made a little less money salary-wise, but the cost of living here was a whole lot cheaper. Although many people will complain about our traffic, and it ain't great, they were overwhelmed with how easy it is to get to downtown venues, to get to places they wanted to get to. It didn't take 2 hours on a freeway, which is not a Nashville word. We call it interstates. But one of the things they mentioned that they really loved was in California, evidently there's a $1,300 wheel tax, I guess, on a monthly permit, on an annual permit basis. Here, it's $100. Now we do have a emissions testing that you have to go through, and I think that's $25. I have to do it next week. But we don't have some of these massive taxes that a lot of states, I now understand, do have. The beauty is, I'm a native Nashvillian. I've never had to do those things. So I love hearing from you and from newcomers all the things that they love about Nashville. That's a small list, none of them in depth, but I hope that you'll continue watching my videos, because I will go into each one of these in depth. Like, what's the best suburb to live in Nashville if you want to be within 10 miles? What are some of the exterior suburbs that are wonderful with great schools? What are the best parks in Nashville? All kinds of things right here on my channel that I will and do have videos for. So I hope, again, subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Ring that bell. You'll get notified every time a new video drops, which is every single Friday. And I look forward to seeing you here in Nashville. Come visit. That was so random. That was so awkward.